Hello friends from Guitar World, it's Andy Wood coming back at you with another column. Let's jump into a new song. This is Master Gracey's Manor. This tune was inspired by Danny Elfman and a lot of the music from the Walt Disney World Haunted Mansion attraction. Like, I'm a big theme park junkie, and I always thought the music from the attraction is just so great, and it's got really interesting chord changes. So let's dig into Master Gracey's Manor and get a little cinematic with things. Okay, so let's dig into Master Gracey's Manor. This is in G minor. The constant battle and debate that I have with a good friend of mine, Travis Toy, who is one of the greatest musicians I've ever worked with and known. He says there's no such thing as a minor chord. So this would be in B flat to him. To me, as a guitar player, this needs to be in G minor. It's how I think of the root. So to me, the root is G. So I'm thinking of that as 1. So I'm probably going to be going against the grain with Travis if he's viewing this, and then I'm going to be going with the grain. So depending on what side of the scholastic spectrum you are with music theory, to me, G is the root. So let's play the melody. I'm going to turn the drive down just a little bit. And the melody is got a bit of a Danny Elfman kind of theme. And if you have ever seen a lot of the Tim Burton movies, Danny Elfman's the composer that does that. He's a huge influence. I love Danny's stuff. So this has got this repeating theme built around the root up to the 5. So one more time. So I'm playing all the way up to that octave. 1, 2, 3, just straight up the scale, and then to the octave. I'm alternate picking everything, except the pull-offs on the back. This is a bit of a, Borelli Django-inspired thing as well. So it's like the combination of the cinematic flair with the Gypsy-jazz stuff. I'm not picking those pull-offs. Sometimes I'll slide this from 5 to flat 6. Sometimes I'll hammer on. So we'll play that cycle. Now let's do this walk down, because this walk down is a bit tricky in the right hand, and this is very Gypsy-jazz inspired. I love that style of music. So we hear the outline of the C minor to the G minor to the D7, which is my 5 chord. So G. So it's really hearing these changes happen without a band. You can even hear. So you can hear that in the arpeggio. Here we go. So I'm starting on the top note. And then I slide back to the next note and start the next sequence. Same thing again to the D7. That could also be looked at as a diminished, So that's kind of double function. So again. What's really important to me when I play arpeggios, you'll see the tablature And it'll read, you know, this will be like, well, you know, what is this? The 7th fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 5th fret. I would steer clear of playing this with the same finger. That's going to present a lot of problems. I really hate the time feel that gets sticky when you roll on string sets. And I will play, you'll watch my hand open and close. And that's when I play these wider arpeggios. I'm playing D. Now look at that. You see how I'm playing the same fret with both fingers. That keeps my time feel nice and straight. If you notice, a lot of guys are like sweeping it up, you know, at light speed it sounds great, but at these medium tempos it gets kind of wonky. That's what's happening is you're trying to roll finger. It just doesn't translate very well, at least in my experience with my playing. If you can make that work, good on you. I can't do it. So I wad up my fingers and put 2 fingers inside the same fret. So let's look at what that looks like. So that's the first finger pulling double duties barred. Now we're going to move it back and we're going to play pinky. Here instead of rolling the finger, that's where I'm talking about it, right? A little palm mute goes a long way. It's like a little salt and pepper on your steak. You know, you don't want... That's really too much. We want... It's supposed to have this ghastly, ghostly, creepy, cinematic thing going on. So... It's a bit inspired of that Haunted Mansion when all the people have died and the ghosts are in the dining hall and they're waltzing around, and it's got that kind of, you know, that kind of thing going on. That's what this whole thing is kind of based out of, that waltzy kind of feel. And really important to feel that groove when you're playing and there's no rhythm section. So yeah, check it out. Melody that cycles, playing through the chord changes on the arpeggio, making sure that every note is articulate and the time feels there. It's actually pretty surprisingly difficult in the right hand, but I think you got it, and we'll see you next time.